blimp girl.
Hey, let me ask you a question. What is a man? It's just a guy with a pile of muscle and bones. What else you need to know about him? This is episode 376 of the Dead Pickles of the Internet.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to it.
Hi.
This is Joe.
And Lauren.
We're back again.
Yep. In the shadow.
October's over. Rocktober.
Uh-huh.
Now we're in my favorite month? Movie Vem?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. We'll go with that.
Yep.
But yeah, here we are. Hey, buddies.
Hi.
I hope y'all are going to enjoy what we have lined up.
Oh, yeah. Also,
Uh-huh.
today is boating day.
Oh, yeah.
So
Today specifically is the day to boat.
yeah, so
Meaning, if you listen to it now,
mm-hmm.
I'm
You
pretty
already
sure it'll be too
voted
late.
or you going to vote. So
Yeah,
I
welcome to that.
recommend you should probably do something.
It's
with
just
that.
so many people saying it online now, too.
Mm-hmm.
Go vote, go vote, go vote. I'm like, all right.
Yep.
All right.
It's like, oh,
Gotcha.
okay.
Mm-mm.
I gotcha.
Anyways, let's talk about the big thing that came out then, shall we?
Yeah.
There's actually two big things, if you want to consider them.
Yeah. Who the hell is this person?
Me, that's I am.
Okay,
Anyways, go
sure.
on. So season 2 of Castlevania
Mm-hmm.
has just been released.
Yeah.
Like right before Halloween was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Was it before or after?
No,
I think it was-
before Halloween.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, season 2 of Castlevania. Season 1 came out like last year in July.
Mm-hmm.
So it took a bit of time for it to get here.
Yeah.
So I was very pleasantly surprised with this season. It's a good season.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I hope we get to see more of Trevor and Alucard, and you do. Trevor and Alucard are just they are a good
best friends and the worst of enemies.
Yeah, exactly.
Very, very strong curse words.
He shouldn't die.
Yeah, fuck you. Yes, fuck you too.
I'm glad that they kept the comedy in there.
Yep.
Because
if you would think about this,
mm-hmm.
I have to say is,
yeah,
this series
yeah.
you can relate to all different sides
Mm-hmm.
of villains.
Exactly. I think like
All different sides.
along with Thanos, basically Dracula's one of the best villains in a long time.
Oh yeah.
It's like you relate to him, you
Uh-huh.
get him, and then he's got the great set of powers. You're just like,
Uh-huh.
yeah. You're very much a big set of trouble for me inside the games, but hey, in here you're cool. Because right now you can get you can put in Lords of Shadows Castlevania, and that's backwards compatible now.
Oh,
Just kind of funny. Lords of Shadow 1, Lords of Shadow 2, and I think the one that came in between those two. Like the weird arcade one.
yeah, but Lords of Shadows is
I know.
not a good game. Like, that's the last Castlevania game they made.
Was it now?
Yes, it was.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah. Hey, okay, don't get me wrong. Patrick Stewart is great as doing voice in that game,
Mm-hmm.
as, spoiler alert, deaf. But the game is a reboot of the Castlevania series.
Mm-hmm.
And no. I say it's an alternate universe because part 1, interesting. Part 2, not as interesting.
Well,
at all.
it is just a big, like, Shadow of the Colossus / God of War ripoff anyways.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks that they had to go with that route. But like, I
And
would love to see more 2D.
Also,
method
Hideo
in
Kojima did the first one.
the first Lords of Shadow?
Yeah, he was involved with it, the
Oh, wow.
direction of it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Did not. I think they took him out for part 2.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
No one talks about part 2.
Yeah.
People talk about part 1, but
And you know what? One thing about part 2 is they have the line, "What is a man?"
they would.
A Miserable Palace Secrets. And he goes the thing. He didn't say it to no one. He just looked outside the Dracula, looking outside the craft.
Said it to himself. No
Yeah. Well, he
That's
said,
so
"I'll
funny.
show you the scene after we get done." What is a man? No, I say it right now. We listen to audio, so I'm gonna play this audio clip for
What
you.
is a man? But I'm glad that it's like it basically follows like this kind of the same timeline as like Symphony of the Night.
What
The show.
Oh no, it takes place in Castlevania 3.
3?
Yeah.
Was Alucard in part 3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's where the whole. So okay. So if anyone confused with how Castlevania timeline is, so Castlevania 3 is actually Castlevania 1.
Oh, okay. They would do that.
Yes. So that's set back. So it's a prequel. So when you say, oh, like, what is Castlevania 1? That's actually Castlevania 2.
Hmm.
Well, actually, is it 2?
I
No, I think it's 2. So yeah, it's 2. Then 2 is actually 3, and then the GBA games where you play as Christopher Belmont, that's actually 4, and then you play as Christopher Belmont again, and then you have to beat his son and Dracula, and then after that is Castlevania X or X Dracula or Rondo of Blood, Castlevania Rondo of Blood.
Yeah, you can get both Symphony of Night and Rondo of Blood right now on PlayStation.
I'm sorry. My bad. I forgot. There's also the... So, okay. Sorry about this. So, Castlevania 3. Castlevania Symphony of the...
Symphony of Night?
No, not Symphony. Castlevania... It had to be the first one.
Uh-huh.
Then after the first one is a Christopher. Then it's Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance.
Oh wow.
For the GBA.
Uh-huh.
And then it goes into Rondo of Blood.
Mm-hmm.
And then freaking after Rondo of Blood, Symphony of Night. After Symphony of Night, it goes into the Bloodlines.
Uh-huh.
Then the Order of the I think
Order of Ecclesia?
Yeah, Order of Ecclesia, and then Portrait of Ruin, and then Aria of Sorrow.
Huh. That's a very, very funny timeline that they've got. It's almost like the Link / Metal Gear timeline. It's like, it's kind of all over the place.
It is. It gets so confusing because just like okay, so what happened here is so pretty much Bloodlines and Portrait of Ruin is pretty much Portrait of Ruins. Is the sequel to Bloodlines because the character you're playing the son of John Morris, so you're playing as his son, Jonathan Morris.
That's kind of fun.
And also, it take place in 1949, or Ecclesia take place in the 1900s.
That's cool. But yeah, so you get to see a nice, brutal animated show that's on Netflix, and I feel like we don't get a lot of adult animated action shows.
No, unless you watch Berserker or Goblin Slayer.
No, but not like an American. Yeah, you can get an anime, but in American cartoons, there's Samurai Jack was the last one, and before that Spawn. I don't know.
Yeah, you all right?
You don't get a lot. Even then, it's not like a hard R. You still have to most part can't swear.
Yeah.
But then this one's they got the swears, they got the violence, they got.
No nudity, because that's just weird.
So yeah, I loved from beginning to end this thing. Part 7 more, only because I feel like it could have ended at episode 7, but
What do you mean?
Episode 7, the one before the right before the second end.
Yeah.
Because the 8th episode was basically just a setup for future, which I'm like, that's not bad, but. I don't know. It felt like the first episode of the next season.
Yeah, but at the same time, you kind of leave it okay, everything.
Yeah.
Don't want to go too many spoilers, but Dracula dies. Duh.
Oh, wow.
if anyone play Castlevania, you knows. But it kind of had the whole
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not
sure, the follow up, pretty much okay, what happened afterwards and everything else. If you think of oh man, everything will be peachy, and it's kind of no. And you see other characters okay, what happened to this character? It's just pretty much okay, what happened to this character Isaac? What happened to the character Hector? What happened to Carmella? What happened to what happened to Trevor and Alucard and I forgot the girl's name started with S.
Cypher.
Yeah, Cypher. All these different characters. You wondering what happened to them? So it's just pretty much it's an epilogue.
Yeah.
So the episode 8 is the epilogue episode. Yeah. And it's kind of okay, no, there's some follow up okay, yeah, this character's doing good, this character's good, this character, what the fuck? Okay, this character is fucked up, bro. This is all secret endings right here, man.
And so it is confirmed for a 3rd season now.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for that. I'm like, cool. I want to see where it goes.
And the director said that he did not want to take place to fall under the Castlevania. So this is their own universe. So some people's oh, what about Grant? Because it's supposed to be 4 heroes that took out Dracula. It's like, well, what about Grant? It's like, well, Grant could be featuring like in like this episode. Who knows?
That's true.
No.
But yeah, I like Alucard though. Mm-hmm. He's got such a cool.
Oh man, that fight scene between Dracula, that that whole like the whole
7th episode,
the whole 7th episode when they enter the castle.
Yeah.
And then when they face Dracula and everything else, that was like, oh man.
Yeah, that's a stuff. This is what you need right here. And that hit a heroin, you're like, oh yeah, give it to me.
Yeah, well, okay.
Why? Can't compare to drugs now.
No, just
okay, it's this drop of blood that you need.
Yeah. Okay. Let's stay away from the drugs.
Okay.
But
yeah, it was a good like the animation was great for it.
And also like pretty much the sudden nods was like different stuff like that big blaming of like. I would say a big ball of fire, like a lava, like 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 a big comment. I was just like, oh, that is definitely from fucking Symphony of the Night right there. That's fan service right there.
Yeah, they did it well in this show.
And fucking the sword following Alucard.
Yeah, that's a great thing. Well, see, you did the Dark Metamorphosis inside that episode. I'm like, that's so funny. There's so many references to things in here, which is great because that's all you need. It's a good balance of like. Cool things that the fans will know and cool things that non-fans will be like, hey, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And just if you want to tackle the games now, go do it because.
Well, all you have to say is good luck finding those games.
Well, you can go on Nintendo and get like the first 4, I think 1, 2, 3, and 4.
The first like 3. Because Super Castlevania is just a remake of Castlevania 1.
Oh.
That's what people don't understand. Like, okay, so. People are like, what about Castlevania 4? Castlevania 4 is actually Super Castlevania. It's just Castlevania 1.
That's what I thought. It felt like it was Castlevania.
You play as Simon Belmont. It's just a retelling of it. And just like... Well, so... Because in Japan, it just say Super Castlevania.
Oh, okay.
Reason why I say Super because it was on 64 and how 64 had to add Super Punch-Out.
Oh, I see.
Super Metroid.
That's
that gimmick.
Funny.
That gimmick. Because remember...
Or like Nintendo 64.
Remember, Nintendo was all about gimmicks. It was super. It was like in NES it was plain. Nintendo was like, oh, it had to have Super Mario Brothers,
Super Mario Kart,
Super Mario Kart.
Yeah,
no,
Super Punch Out. Yeah,
Super Punch Out, and then 64 is like, oh, Mario 64. There was no Metroid 64.
I know.
Thank fucking God. There was Star Fox 64.
Yeah, that's what.
Commander Conquer 64,
which is like. Okay, sure.
Okay,
This is the 64th one out of all of them?
Yeah, exactly. And then, like, GameCube, they're like, no, we need to stop it.
Let's just do it.
Let's just stop it.
Yeah. Anyways, good series. It's on Netflix. 8 episodes, so you get twice as much as you did last time.
Yeah, and you can just you can watch it in 4 hours.
Yeah, exactly. I felt more for Hector, and I was like, oh. They introduced not Hector, Isaac.
Isaac. They introduced both of them, but they also I forgot. There's another Castlevania damn game in between. It's the not Judgment. Judgment just a fucking fine game. So after part 3, there's a story. Okay, so Isaac in game canon, Isaac and Hector they got into a face off. And because in part 3, Carmela was not even there. No, she was in part 2 the game, but not in part 3. But so in part 3, in game canon, Isaac and but they didn't show this on PlayStation 3. Isaac and Hector, they got in a fight, and Hector beat Isaac and left him to like pretty much dead, and Isaac's like, I don't want to deal with Dracula no more, and he decided to hide into the village and just live a quiet life. While Hector schemes, Isaac schemes, he had his Hector's girlfriend killed and said, oh yeah, this witch is like poison, like she's a witchcraft because of like she's poisoning like witchcraft, all that stuff, and they were still. This is like pretty much like a year after Dracula has been defeated in part 3. So everybody was like still. So Dracula had a curse. So it was like a Dracula curse around the certain lands that he infected. So everybody's like, oh, she's a witch, yeah, just like Dracula's wife. Let's kill her, blah 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 blah. And that's when Hector's like, "Oh, kill you, Isaac," and like all this stuff. And then Death was trying to use one of their bodies to resurrect Dracula again. Yeah, it's pretty like the Castlevania series is pretty interesting. Also pretty silly at some times.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting lore again. Just too bad they. I like how they did the Netflix series, but also it's like we
haven't had a good game in like.
We have not had a good game since. I had to say
Harmony of Despair on the Xbox Live Arcade.
That was a good multiplayer game.
Yeah, but not like a true single player.
A true single player. I had to say since like
Aria of Sorrow, or Portrait of Ruin. I think was
Portrait of Ruin
after.
I had to say. And there's only Ecclesia, but that was like all those games right there is still good. But I had to say like that first Aria of Sorrow game, the one that was on the GBA, like that game was really good. But Portrait Room, not Portrait Room, the other game, like the sequel to that was kind of like it was gimmicky because they focused on like
drawing and all that stuff.
the drawing stuff. So
use this to break the parts of the map. I'm like, okay, sure.
Yeah, or also to like to seal the demon, you have to do this. Different Sigma.
I remember that.
So it's like, oh my god, I had to do that. So and then the DS like, fuck it, don't use that no more.
Yeah, not since like the mid 2000s we've had a good like Castlevania game. Mm-hmm. Kind of sucks too because it's an interesting series. It's not that hard to make, you know. Well, not hard to make. I mean like. It's already got the ideas. You just kind of need to make another one, which they're gonna do for Bloodlines. So that's your new Castlevania game. That and the other Curse of the Moon or something like that.
What happened?
Bloodlines Curse of the Moon was.
You mean Bloodstained?
Bloodstained, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your new Castlevania game.
But
right
at
there.
the same time, it was supposed to came out like last year.
Yeah. No.
It was supposed to come out in 2019. So maybe who knows? But
anyway, so yeah. Speaking of PlayStation.
Mm-hmm. So also they did during this whole thing they did a release of pretty much Rondo of Blood and Symphony of Night, which you can own Symphony of Night again for the 1500th time.
I kind of wish because I never played Rondo of Blood, so I kind of want to play Rondo.
So I tell you about Rondo of Blood. I didn't buy it because I was just like I'm not gonna own Castlevania
again for the 50th time.
For the 50th time.
Uh-huh.
Rondo of Blood plays just like a old school Castlevania game.
That's cool.
It's cool, but at the same time, if you play as Richter from Symphony of Night and you say, "Oh man, he can do all these," he's a little bit fast. Rondo of Blood, no, he's he's a slow, methodic, guy. Look like he's just an old football player trying to get up and down. And also, some of the enemies on Rondo of Blood is cheap as shit, and you have to realize like, oh. This is Castlevania back in the day.
This is original
Castlevania. And every frame can fucking hurt you. And every jump is like a pain in the ass. And there's different parts of the game that like, different leads with different rage. Also, story about Rondo Blood is Richter town got attacked. Mm-hmm. So he's going there to pretty much, in his bloodline, in his vampire's blood hunter is pretty much he have to do it to stop Dracula and everything else, and the voice acting is so cheesy and so bad. Mm-hmm. But there's different passages that you have to save all these different princesses, like these maidens you have. Yeah. Also, you unlock Maria.
Hey.
But the downside about this version here, about this collection, this
Rondo, I think it's called Symphony Collection or something.
Yes.
Let's see.
I forgot the name of the collection, but
it's called something like go on.
But the bad thing about this collection is they didn't add Requiem. Yeah, Castlevania Requiem. Bad thing about this is they didn't add no pictures, like no meaty stuff, like thank you for appreciating Castlevania. Here's like the drawings and stuff, like how like retro games now do. If you buy like a buy pack,
Streets of Rage thing,
like Streets of Rage, or like
Sega
Genesis collection, or just have like all the like, art stuff and like sound effects or all this stuff. They don't have that. It's just strictly vanilla. Vanilla version. Also, vanilla version of Castlevania Symphony of Night, which is like, don't want the vanilla, but I want the version that has fucking you can play as Maria. That was the only Sega Saturn version for that, and just like so the Western audience will never get a chance to play as fucking Maria in this Castlevania series, because there's a version that you can play as Maria, and you can play as Richter. That's cool. That's a little thing, but also you can play as Maria. as well. And also you can play Axeman as well too.
Axeman.
Like that's all they call it in the little axe suit, and you just run around having like a little axe like
Can't you like type in those names on the
after you beat the game.
Oh, okay.
But no, if you can't type in Maria because that was just nothing. But that's only in the Sega Saturn version.
Well, that sucks.
But it's if you don't have these games, like if you didn't have Symphony Night, and you decide to avoid it, then you'd be like, okay, yeah, you can pick it up, but it's $20.
Mm-hmm.
No, you could get Symphony Night is always on sale for like $5.
You also like a lot of games basically copy that formula.
Yeah.
For a while, so if you already played a bunch of games kind of like that,
and
you played this game, you're just like, oh, this is just like copying blah blah blah. I'm like, no, this is one of the first.
This is one of the first, but it's just like, no, there's other better versions out there.
Yeah.
I don't think this is upper S HD.
No, I like the blockiness of it. It's just it looks nicer that way. It's got an aesthetic. Anyway, let's talk about PlayStation Classic. It's got the full list of games released. And some people are mad, of course, about what's on there and what's not on there.
Okay, tell me. Okay, name all the games, and I'll be like, no.
Battle Arena Toshinden.
That's a good game.
Cool Borders 2.
Okay, that's all right.
Weird.
That's
like,
weird, but okay.
We got Destruction Derby.
The Destruction Derby 2 is better than Destruction Derby 1.
Final Fantasy 7, of course. Again,
of
again,
course,
and again.
That would be on there. It's just like, well, yeah.
Yeah. The first Grand Theft Auto, the top one.
Grand Theft Auto 2 was much better than the
GTA,
Part
yeah.
1. Yeah,
that's true. Intelligence Cube. I'm like,
I get that's the original game. Okay, I see. That's
the one that a lot of people kind of just missed, and I was playing it too. I'm like, I don't get this game.
Yeah.
Jumping Flash.
Don't care for it.
You got Metal Gear Solid, and that's like
yeah, but the thing is, I thought you need the analog stick for that game.
No, it's gonna come with an analog.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's what I said. That gig of the new PlayStation 1 doesn't come with analog at all. It's just a first gen PlayStation controller without analog.
I thought so.
And don't have no rumble features at all. So everything if you playing Metal Gear, it's pretty much like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be the harder version. Anyways, Mr. Driller.
Okay.
Oddworld. Now that's cool. Only because Oddworld is a great game. You can get it on the PC, but
Yeah.
Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, not the second one. Or what's the second one?
The third one or whatever.
Rayman.
Okay.
The first Rayman. That game is a piece of shit hard game.
Yep.
So,
so like, okay.
Right now.
Resident Evil the director's cut, which is like the director's cut analog stick. You need a fucking analog stick for that one. That's why there was the director's cut.
Yeah. After that, Revelations Persona. I don't know this one.
It's Persona 1.
Is it now?
No, I think yes. And I have to say that's more like a niche pick.
It is
because it's like, okay, I understand you'd be like, oh yeah, let's build. I think that was like, Revelations. Hold on, I think Revelations is part 2/1. I think that's a PSP release. Look it up.
Let's see. Yeah, it's PSP. There is a PSP release. It's this one.
Oh, so it's the.
It's published by Atlas. So yeah.
Yeah, it's the. Oh yeah, so it is part. Hold on, wait.
Role playing game it's the first entry in Persona series. So
okay, it's part 1. Okay. So yeah,
that is kind of funny actually.
Yeah, but that game's
out of all the things.
Yeah, also they kind of changed some of the character dynamics because they made one character white and he was really black and all this little stuff.
That's kind of funny.
It's just like Revelations, like
after that, they got Ridge Racer. Every time.
Yeah, that's a classic thing for PlayStation. Ridge Racer has to be always in it.
Yeah, always. After that, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo.
Okay.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of hours on that game as a kid. Siphon Filter.
I
always saw that in the commercial, and I'm like, that looks like a cool game. I never played it.
I played it, and I have to say it's a piece of shit game.
Tekken 3.
Okay.
So they got the third Tekken out of all the Tekkens.
Yeah, Tekken 3. Also, you have that side-scrolling mission they have as well, and you could pick up some chicken.
So we got Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
Okay.
It's going to be hard playing a shooter on the original PlayStation controller. That's all I got to say.
Yep.
Because it wasn't like R1, L1 like strafe in those
Yeah.
days. Twisted Metal. I would say 2 more than part 1, but
I think 2 or 3 is better.
Yeah.
But that. 1 was more like...
Part 2 had a cooler comic book style cutscene stuff. I like those. The story for that one was way better than part 1.
Yeah.
I am Calypso.
Thank you for playing. Like, why?
And also, I like that how they just fucked you over. Like, we want to fly, and he's like, okay. All right, you can fly. And then they just fall.
Oh, you say you want to fly.
Like, I'm gonna do these tickets. So like, that's so lame, but like very funny.
It's very lame. Fuck you, Chris. Though.
I think the saddest one of all of them was like Ghost Rider's death or whatever.
I mean, not Ghost Rider.
I know he's not Ghost Rider, but he's literally Ghost Rider. He's like, just everyone should die, and he's like, all right, you're right.
You mean Green Ripper?
Yeah,
yeah.
And then like everyone started killing each other, and then he's like, aha, yeah. And then all the people are dead. And he's like, I need more souls, and it's like, well, everyone's dead. You can't do it.
And he dies.
Yeah, which I'm like, I like that one. That was way more creative than the other ones. Mm-hmm. Yeah, last one, Wild Arms.
Of course.
Wild Arms.
Not Wild on 2?
I don't know. Anyway, it's gonna be $100 when it comes out in December.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're gonna have a little more. I think they're gonna have like more games coming out for that soon, because it says like starting off with 20 games, meaning like, are they gonna? Can you download
then,
more?
then how you go download them, or
maybe.
I don't trust them.
Yeah, I don't trust it either. They have memory card slots. Remember those? Remember when you had to buy memory cards? That, oh my god, that forgotten ill part of moments.
I'm like, don't want to think of it.
Yeah, because when you bought a game, you're like, either I'm gonna finish it today or I'm gonna never finish it.
Yeah. Either it would just never gonna be there. It's just gonna be.
Yeah, imagine trying to play like the first like.
Try to play Red Dead 1.
Red Dead.
Yeah, probably play Red Dead 1, and like it costs a whole memory card too.
Yeah, that's
of memory.
True. Anyways, let's move on. Before we get to the big game, I'll talk about a game really quickly, which is I played Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Okay.
I actually like this game a lot.
Okay.
The thing is, they really scaled back on the action in this game.
Scaled back?
Mm-hmm. Like you know those cool little encounters you got with like the syndicate or whatever.
Yeah.
There's like almost barely none of it inside this game. I mean, there's in there, but not like the first 2 games.
Oh, I mean the syndicate. I mean the
yeah, the thing.
The people.
Yes, the thing she fights. Mm-hmm. It's more focused on exploring and puzzles and all that stuff.
Okay, more focused
on
like the raiding and the tombs and the oh boy.
Yeah, because like you can say like that's how the games were originally, but like but I kind of like the combat inside, Tomb Raider. They offered you a lot more, because at a point where it's just like I have way too much bullets, and then they keep picking up more bullets because all those like boxes that you open up like, oh, here's more bullets. Like I don't need to use this. I barely use it.
I don't like to use this weapon. Why?
I mean, I liked it when it was inside the first Tomb Raider, where it's like, oh, this is all realistic now. Then it goes into the Uncharted route with like, well, actually, there's some kind of weird supernatural stuff in there too. Which I'm like, why can't any of them just be like, this is all surrealistic? you know? I don't know why. They just want to do like, okay, now you're fighting a Japanese ghost on a mountain. There you go. Same thing with this one. Like, like you're gonna fight like those weird ghosts and some kind of thing.
Ghosts and goblins.
Or you can just be easily taken down with like bullets and all that stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Apparently, this is in the last one in the line of that trilogy, which I'm like, I don't know. This game is always not as like well talked about as the first time it came out. When the first Tomb Raider came out, people were like, yeah, this is how it is right here. Second one came out, I think people were in that too, but it wasn't as big as I feel like it. But this one, I feel like it came out and I don't know, barely anyone talked about it.
And people was like, oh, it's out.
Yeah, exactly. We got an announcement for like in the summer, I think, and then it's like, it's coming out, and then people were like, I guess.
Like, sure.
It's kind of like how what do you call it? Assassin's Creed Odyssey came out this year, and do people still remember that game? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it just sucks for them. They came out like 3 weeks before Red Dead 2.
Yep.
It's like, that's not gonna give me enough time, and I probably didn't because. Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, for all that, I think Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I think there's some cool stuff in it. It's a lot more. It feels a lot more linear than the last one. I mean, I'm pretty sure you still can go back and like to your previous campfires and like, oh, let me just go to this tomb now, and they just don't also emphasize more on the hunting part of it. I think hunting was kind of a bit of a part of it in the first two, from what I remember.
In what?
In Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Hunting and stuff.
This one much for different clothing and different like stuff you can have.
Yeah, but for this, like, I barely hunted anything. I'm just like, what's the point?
Oh, you bought the game?
I bought it. I told you, I bought it for like $5.
Oh yeah.
On my good old Bing.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and I'm like, that's cool. It's good to know that the series is, I guess, over. I'm not sure if they're gonna go with like another trilogy, like the after, because this is still takes place before the original, before she gets the two guns and all that stuff. I don't know. I don't follow the lore of Tomb Raider. Anyways, let's talk about the big game then, shall we?
Yeah.
Big old game, big old same. So yeah, me and Lauren, we went to the Target.
Yep.
Thursday night to pick up this game. It's kind of funny to think, like, we haven't been to like a midnight type release in a long time. It's just like, I'll get it when I get it. But this one, like, we gotta get it. It's a good game. You know, well, supposedly it's good. All that stuff. But we went over there, we picked it up, and we went home and installed the 100 gig update.
Yeah.
No, it's like it is like 90 gigs for installation, then another 10 for like the update.
Yep.
And for the first time in a long time, I've seen 2 Xbox One discs.
Yeah.
In a case, which I'm like, holy crap, really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's funny because they at least store most of it. For games like, I'm pretty sure Grand Theft Auto 5 was all in one disc, the physical copy.
Yeah, it was.
Halo 5 was all in one disc. I'm just thinking of games that have a lot of memory, and those were the only ones I know. That and Doom. The original Doom, I think it was like 67 gigs. Yeah. On the hard drive. But this one's 100 gigs, and it's in 2 discs, plus update stuff. So yeah. We've played the original Red Dead all the way back then.
What? You put me the Capcom version?
No.
The Rockstar.
The Rockstar version.
Okay.
Red Dead Redemption, not Red Dead Revolver.
That's why I say you have to let people know.
Yeah. But Red Dead, I never played Red Revolver. I feel like for the backers, they could definitely bring that back.
Yeah, but I think it plays so completely different.
Yeah, I know it does.
From that game, it's more focused on that game. Focused more, like I think I think Red Dead Revolver didn't age well, and also it's owned by Capcom. It was not a Rockstar game, so that's a Capcom game, and so that's very hard like to get like, oh, let's get licenses for that, and you know how Capcom is about licenses. I know.
So yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2. This is the game that's taken the internet by storm. There's so many GIFs, so many things
about
to discover. I kind of liken this to the first time that Breath of the Wild came out. It's kind of in the same realm, which is like you're kind of free to do whatever you want. Just like in what do you call it? Breath of the Wild, you kind of have to do the first 3 like temples or whatever to get all your powers, and after that you can go ahead and do whatever you want. It's all yours. You know, there's things to discover in that game. You can pretty much do whatever you want in this game, and there's a lot of little micromanaging stuff inside Breath of the Wild like this, where it's like you gotta watch after your health.
Yeah, you have to eat.
You have to eat. You gotta sleep once in a while.
Yeah, you have to sleep. It's not like, oh, that's not.
Yeah. So yeah, they went full like polish mode in this game because there's just so many like things to do in this game. It's kind of overwhelming at first. Like when you get past like the first part of the game, the first chapter, and you move into the new area, you're just like, now you're kind of just, you can do what you want for the most part. Yeah. You know, they still lock out a couple things, but you can still like, you can hunt as much as you want. You can rob as much people as you want. It's kind of cool. It's definitely like one of those games like you got to have time for this game, otherwise.
Yeah, and I kind of like slowly taking my time with that game because I don't want like overdo it, like rush it. So I'm like slowly like, okay, let me do this part here. Yeah. Let me do this part here a little bit. Not trying like, it's just simply
play the game.
Play the game.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Everything else.
Yeah. It's one of the best looking games coming out so far.
Oh yeah, and I see on the one.
On the one.
On the One X.
Primo Supremo.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, I tells you. I was like, I am impressed with how much you can do in this game. It's kind of like, I also say, like, it's kind of like ordering a Slayer over at Kuma's Corner, where you're like, I think I can handle it, but then when you get it, you're like, holy crap, there's a
lot.
Yeah, I was like, can I actually do this?
I think I'm probably going to regret this.
Yeah. I like Arthur. Arthur's
Arthur's an amazing character and everything else. And I know a lot of people was kind of like shunned in the beginning because it's part 2, and then like, who the hell is this Arthur guy? Why this guy was not mentioned beforehand?
Yeah.
No, we all know about Bill.
Yeah.
Every time I see fucking Bill Williamson, I want to shoot him.
Also, this is a prequel, so it's kind of funny in the world. They're like, Castlevania 3 is actually part 1, or Dead Redemption 2 is actually part 1. Technically, it's part 1.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 3 is also technically part 1. So it's again really funny how they numbered it, but just keep it 2, man. It is 2. It is in a way of like, there's so much more things to do in this game.
Also, you see Dutch before, though. Like, you understand the character more of Dutch.
Yeah.
And once before, at the end you kind of like, oh, this guy here is a fucking bad guy.
Yeah. So they added like camp management. It's like a lot of things happening in this game.
A lot.
So you're like, you gotta manage your camp now, man. You're like,
you have to make sure the supplies get done and everything else. Once before, like, part 1 was like, oh, you just focus on yourself. Part 2, nah, man, you have to manage these people.
Yeah, they still give you a lot of room to like fuck around in that game.
Yeah.
But man, I just like, there's also times where you're just like, I want to do a real mission, and you're just like riding along, and then some guy's like, hey, can you help me? I'm like, I guess.
I guess. Fuck, man. I was trying to get to the mission part.
Yeah, it's just, it's best to like, you know what? You don't want to do that. You want to do this interesting thing over here. You'll like come across like some guy getting held up. You want to be the good guy in this game, or you want to be the bad guy? It's all up to you. Because now it makes sense. And the first one, and the 360 one, it didn't really make sense for John Marston to be like an evil guy, because he's a lawman. Yeah. So it's like, huh. And this one, they're kind of like in one of those anti-heroes, which is like, we'll kill people, but sometimes if they deserve it. If not, whatever. Well, I'll still kill people. Yeah. So.
And Arthur is like pretty much a character that you kind of sympathize that, because Dutch's game, pretty much you have to understand, they like, yeah, they are pretty much outlaws, but they have a purpose. They have a cause for what they do, everything else. Yeah, they will kill and do all this stuff, but they also help good people as well, and people in need. Like that first scene, like the first, when you go that first mission you do, like in the house and everything else. Yeah. Like how that lady was like completely like shook and everything else.
And you save her.
You save her like, hey man, like Dutch was like, make sure this lady's okay. Make sure she's like get clothing and all this stuff, because we are not those type of people. We are good people with us. We may be outlaws, but we have our heart.
That basically. Yeah. So I feel like there's a couple things where looks like it can go different ways. And in this type of game, I don't know if you should do that, because I'm like, I don't think I can play this game another time. I can play it once and go like one route, but I can't go back and play it again.
I don't want to go the other route.
That's like 120 something hours put in this game. You get your money's worth. No matter what you pay for this game, you get your money's worth.
You will get your money's worth. Also, thing is, you just like, you get like the O'Driscoll's like game would like pretty much be like say some shit to you, and then you be like, do you want to be the better man? Because now everybody watching you what you go do. Once before you could kill a total stranger, no one's not gonna say shit to you. Now if you kill a fucking Driscoll, like, oh, you've been wanted for murder or this and that. Or you could turn yourself in jail, spend a night there, and whatnot, or pay the fine, whatever you want to do. And I'm just like, man. And I look one time, this dude was talking shit to me, and I looked around, made sure no one nearby, fucking gun his ass, then tossed his body onto the cliff, and next thing I saw a person there. I was like, what are you looking at? The guy ran away.
It's really satisfying to do stuff like that in this game. The wild, wild west,
Oh yeah, and also animals are dicks.
The animal.
All animals are dicks in this game.
Yeah. You ever got that part where you had to hunt the bear yet, or?
With the old man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you fight him or did you not? Or were you like, let's see, I'll just go back with you?
Yeah, I'll go back to him. I did not.
I tried. I'm like, let's try fighting King Bear, and I'm like, I got my shotgun. Here it comes. It's still coming. One shot and I'm dead. I'm like, well, I saw that coming.
I was like, yeah. When I saw that, when we encountered and I red eye him, like I loaded 6 shots into him, didn't do nothing. I was like, okay, that bear's not to be fucked with by yourself. That's a no.
Yeah.
And then I see this guy who pretty much he was running away in cowardly, so I'm like, okay, so that means don't take this bear face value. So no. And then did I get attacked by a bear? I've
never been attacked by an animal yet. It's not as annoying as it is like in Far Cry or whatever, where you're just roaming around and a fucking eagle comes and starts clawing your face out. It kind of has to be provoked. Like if you see like a cougar or something like that, for the most part you can kind of get away. There's a couple of times I've been walking and a snake bites me.
Oh, no, I don't walk at all. Fuck that. I don't walk. I grab my horse and we fucking ride.
I know, but I'm saying like if I. It's funny because I was walking and I got bit. Like, oh god, I'm like what? Took out my knife and started stabbing the floor. I'm like, fucking snake. It's also really brutal how he gets like a rabbit and he's like skin it. He just grabs it and just rips it off. Like, Jesus Christ, that's how it was. So yeah, they're like making it. They're polishing it to the to the T in this game, and that's what you expect from Rockstar games. It's just like we're gonna polish it till it shines in like the sun, which is good because. This game's been in the waiting for so long. Oh, yeah. Almost like 8 years since the last one came out. Now we just need another bully. No, just kidding. It's not going to come out.
But apparently, if they do make a bully, it would be him in college.
Well, there you go. Not going to survive in this climate, by the way.
Yeah.
That type of game is just like, that's just too mean. Like, that's kind of how this game was, though.
Yeah, and remember, they did change a lot of that game when it was coming out, too. Yeah. Because of the whole bully type of demographic. Now, it's a completely fucking 180 now.
Yeah. Like I said, when it first came out, I thought, like, man, this is kind of like mean-spirited. Like, the first time I played on the Scholarship Edition. And even that now is going to be way more mean-spirited. Like, damn. Yeah. It's kind of fucked up, man. But anyways, good game. Definitely, like, pick it up if you haven't. And it's funny that we got for now the console people have this to work with. You know,
PC will be in later, but don't worry, you PC people will enjoy it.
And we'll get the online coming sometime down the road. I hope not for a while though, because I feel like it's gonna take its time before I get to the online.
Yeah, and then once the online, there's gonna be another patch, and then people are like, okay, I've been waiting for this moment.
Also, if it was the first time GTA 5's online went out, like it was a dumpster fire first time.
I will wait for at least a good month or two. Exactly. I will go on, if everything's on fire, be like, okay, I'll be back in the month.
Exactly.
Bye.
Bye. Anyways, so yeah, I say definitely pick up the game.
My name is Nino.
For either PS4 Pro or Xbox One X, and guess what?
Or even for the regular ones. Not for the 360. Because no one cares about the 360.
So it's finally good to say, like, okay, we got our own like version of like, a game that's like well received throughout all the people. That like Nintendo had their Breath of the Wild and Mario Party, Mario Odyssey. Yeah. Last year we got ours. Like, hey, you can't play this on
the Switch. Oh yeah, that takes up the whole. Imagine that game be on the Switch. It takes up everything on the Switch. 3 memory cards worth.
Yeah, Rockstar doesn't do kindly to the Nintendo
franchise
console, I guess, because the last one they only had was like what, Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. Yep, it's the last one that Rockstar had, and it didn't do so well because a lot of people buy like mature rated games on
that console,
on the Nintendo console. Yeah. Woo. Anyways, it is Movie-vember in it. Let's talk about the movies.
Talk about the movies,
which is like, I guess. Tonight will be Bohemian Rhapsody. But for now, it's these movies.
Yep. Talk about the 5 movies you saw.
5 movies. 5 movies, 5 good times. So, or should I start off? Should I start with a bad?
Start with the first movie.
The first movie I watched. Yeah. Which is A Quiet Place. Hey, so you've heard about the buzz about this game?
Yeah, I heard about the buzz, and there's supposed to be a part 2 in production.
Which is, to me, I'm just like, I guess? I personally didn't like this movie as much as everyone else. I like the ideas and concepts, like the whole like everything's you gotta be quiet, you gotta do this. Or like they're playing board games, they're playing with like pieces of cloth because visually it's like that's cool, and they don't use like frying pans. You have to boil everything because it's quieter that way.
So
it's like
so ideally, if you start cooking food, well, the crazies will come out or what?
No, it's like a post-apocalyptic world where like these monsters have risen up and they're all attracted to sound. Okay. Which like, huh? Like I said, I like the idea and concept of it. A lot of the things inside here, I'm just like, I don't get it. Are you that dumb? Like, what is going on here?
Like, give an example of like.
Okay, so here's a couple of things. Like, so they in the beginning, spoiler for the beginning of A Quiet Place. So they have a kid. I'm guessing the kid's already been around in this world for a while. Picks up a toy. He's like, "Hey, I want to take this." And the guy's like, "No, it's too loud. You can't have it." And he picks up when they leave him alone. He picks up the toy. Again, I'm like, "You stupid kid! You know in this world that the noise kills everyone in this thing." He picks it up, picks up the batteries, and starts playing it in the middle of like the forest. And they look back and they're like, "Oh my god!" He starts to rush. The alien comes and grabs him. And I'm just like, that kid's dumb. Like, it should know this already. Because it says, like, it's been, 130 days since they came. And it says that in the beginning. So, the kid should know this already. And also, keep an eye on him, you dumb parents. And then, so later on in that movie, another 400 days goes by. The wife's pregnant. Or something like that. So it's been more than a year. Mm-hmm. Meaning, in the 9 months, they thought, like, you know what we should do? We should have a kid. Yep. One of the most noisiest things you could have in this world. I'm like, why would you even risk that? That's why I thought in my head. I'm like, so she's got a baby. So meaning they did have sex in between that time. Thought it was going to be a good idea to have kids. No. That's just dumb. You don't do that. That makes no sense. So to me, I'm just like, that. I just don't get that. Why would you do that? And so like they have the baby and all that stuff, and it's just like, and they keep it in a box, which is like, I guess that is scary, but like, you wouldn't have this problem if you didn't have that baby in the first place, man. So that's all that stuff. And then there's one moment where like the wife is going up the stairs, and she has like a bag of laundry. It gets caught in a nail, and she starts just pulling on it. She keeps pulling. I'm like, just don't. You don't have to pull up on it. You can just quietly bend down, pick it up off the nail, and go upstairs. Because if you did that, you feel like that would be a risk, wouldn't it? If you're trying to pulling on like a board on a stair, it would like break or something, and the noise would attract it. But no, she's like pulling on it. I'm like, it's just because the nail can point up and she can step on it and all that stuff, right? Because that makes sense, and it does do that. I'm like, oh my god, that's the stupidest idea I've ever seen.
Or just pull the nail out slowly.
Yeah, exactly. Which I'm like, that was such a dumb thing, and people love this movie. That's why I'm just like, I guess if you look past all the really dumb stuff. So what's the deal?
Okay, I only just remember seeing one scene with this old man screaming in the forest, like, ah! And then hide behind the tree.
Well, they're just walking through the forest. The wife's been killed, and then the old guy just looking at him like all sad. He waited for them to get here. Like they're just walking through the woods. They come across a dead body, and then like the old man's just standing there looking at it. I'm like, did you just wait there the entire time until someone came by to fuck their lives over? What's going on here? And then they look at him, and then Jim's like, shh, and then he's like, ah. I'm like, why? Why would you do this? It's just dumb. So also spoiler for the end for this movie. So one of them is already deaf, like the middle kid, and she gets all super pissy, like, I want to go over there, and the guy's like, no, it's too dangerous. Which I'm like, true, it's too dangerous. I don't know why you want to do this, all this stupid shit, you dumb kid. That's my thing against horror movies. Like, dumb kids wanting to do dumb stuff just because it moves, like, it puts them in danger and all that stuff. So it's like, she can't hear, and then apparently it's her ear thing gives off a sound that like destroys the aliens or something, or messes them up. And so like that's one of the things. And so one of the last parts of the movie, they're like trapped in a car, they're getting attacked. The dad looks at it, and he's just like, oh, I gotta save him. And he's kind of far away. He's got an axe, and what he does is like he screams really loudly so it attacks him. Which I'm like, you have an axe, just throw the axe somewhere else so I can get the sound.
Yeah, or just like, hold on, just draw in the background.
Yeah, exactly. I saw he was like, he's not around, like he's around a couple things. He's like, he's near a shed, he could hit the shed. I'm just like, why did you have to do the weird sacrifice thing? I don't get this movie.
So the kids left.
So the kids survived that. I'm like, okay. Like he had to kill himself for that. Like,
what?
What? what the fuck? Anyways, that's why I was like, oh god, I can't. All in all, I'm just like, okay, it's an okay movie. That's all I gotta say about it. There's a lot.
You like the concept of it, but
it's a cool idea.
The stuff they deliver on the screen is like more like no.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's the same way I feel about the other more horror movies, where I'm like, going up the stairs, escape from the killer. I'm like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, like no. Well, why?
Or you're like, oh, is there someone in the house? I'm gonna go in the shower or something like that.
Or pretty much like, I know what's best place to hide in the closet.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. No. Those dumb moments.
Uh-huh.
It's almost like in here, but like magnified to 10 times.
Like if you go and hide somewhere, hide in a big area so you can like move around, maneuver. You hide in the closet, guess what? You dead.
There's like only one exit, and it's the one that Michael Myers is gonna get to.
Yeah, or Jason, or Freddy,
or something.
Or
like that.
Hellraiser.
So yeah, that's why I was like, for me, when it comes to horror movies like this, I'm just like, Hereditary didn't do it for me, and this definitely did not do it for me. So get out of here.
0-2.
Yeah, 0-2. Get out. So next one after that is It. So hey, another horror movie.
Yeah.
Ooh. It.
I
think it stinks. It stinks. It stinks. Yes, Mr. Sherman, everything stinks. No, I actually don't think it's bad. It is also they deliver on the spooks and the scares in this movie, because it's all about it. Like if you ever watched the original It movie from 80 something,
89.
Yeah, 89. Mm-hmm. It's like. Kind of campy. You know, this one is not. It's more like this is all real, and then you get to see his face. And that was the one that just killed it for me, because the fans for this were like, it's one of the best horror movies ever made and all that stuff. I'm like, oh my god, here we go again. It's always after me, like, if it's people claim to be like, oh, it's one of the best horror movies ever made, I'm like, let's not go nuts, shall we? So yeah, it's about Pennywise. He's a clown that like preys on your fears, and he shows you your biggest fears, and he eats you, I think. I'm not entirely sure what his thing is, and also I'm not entirely sure how you defeat this thing. At least for a point, like I can understand, like, okay, for Freddy you gotta grab him and he wake up, because then he's in the real world or something. Yeah. I can understand that, but this one they like you do a bunch of damage to him and he's fine. So I'm just like, what is he? What is his thing?
And then like, don't forget there's It 2.
Yeah, Chapter 2 comes out next year,
and which is like part 1. Like the original campy TV series was about the kids and stuff, and I heard spoiler. I heard part 2 they kind of destroy it in part 1. In this one,
I don't know. I always know the beginning part with the kids, but I never know. In the second part, the TV series, they do destroy it. Okay, so yeah, I don't.
I'm not sure how this part ends, but I don't.
Exactly.
Different YouTube channels. I saw the review on 2017 It. They was like, oh, this and that. I was just like, so they left it like a cliffhanger, like what?
In the first one, it's not even that much of a cliffhanger. Like, oh, we destroyed it, but I think it'll be back, and then it kind of just ends like that.
But yeah, but on the TV series, they didn't destroy it. They just fucking ran away. Oh. That's it. They didn't they just, oh shit, they lived with their fears, and then they all moved to a different place.
Is that what happened?
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, in the first, because in the
TV series, yeah, and in the movie, yeah, they destroyed, but it will be returned. Like, what do you mean? If you destroy already, it shall not return.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So, like I said, there's a lot of moments where, like, that looks visually cool, like a scary face that's just like, from a painting, burning bodies and all that stuff, and blood everywhere, and it's like, see, that's cool. There's a lot of like visually horrifying things to look at, and it involves kids. So hey, I'm always for that. So like I said, all in all, I think the movie is like, it's not bad. It's good, but not to the point where people are like,
best horror movie 10 out of 10.
Like making this like, oh yeah, cannot wait. Also, they didn't include the underage orgy scene that is originally in the book.
What?
That's in the book for some weird reason. It's a funny thing to bring up now, because like,
they didn't mention that on the TV series either.
I don't know why.
Well, I wonder.
If you wanted to know, that's what happens inside the book. I think like the one girl has sex with all the boys, just to connect them to the future or whatever with their adulthood. And I'm just like, that's kind of weird.
Oh, you talking about that one girl? There was only one girl in the whole group.
Yes, there was one girl.
So she slept with all the dudes.
Yep.
She did the whole train.
Yeah.
she did the whole ship.
Yes.
in a cave or in a room. Like,
I don't know.
Like, I wouldn't have to say how does this all take place. Like, to connect to your adult hill, I had to sleep with every guy in here. I kind of feel bad for the last guy. Did he just get sloppy's last?
Yeah.
And also, was they practicing safe sex
in the 80s? I don't think so.
First, I don't think so. And secondly, like, if you a 12-something-year-old lad, you're not fully developed yet. So it'd be like, oh, yeah, let me get the magnums. It's like, no, that doesn't fit you, my friend.
Yeah.
It's like weird. Like, also, who came up with this idea?
Stephen King.
Yeah, well, I know Stephen King is a fucking pervert, but why would a woman, a young girl, be like, you know what? To connect to your childhood, I need to have an orgy. I need to sleep with each and every member. It was basically like what 7, 8 boys, right?
It was like 5 to 6, yeah.
Why? Why were you? That's Stephen King. You a fucking what?
It's funny too because Finn Wolfhard, the guy from Stranger Things, he talks with Dan on Game Grumps saying like, "Oh yeah, I was in It," and they were talking about It, and he's like, "Yeah, they didn't include the underage orgy scene," which I'm like, see, he knows.
Yeah, he knows. He's like, yeah, nah, fam. Also, I understand, like, it was written, like, I forgot, like, probably in the 70s. But why would you want that as a teenager? Or even in the 80s, like, why would you... No.
Out of all the things inside that one thing, huh? And it's funny because I did put that on Facebook. Which I'm like, I don't know why they included the original ending. And then, like, one of my friends was like, oh, they did follow the book, though. There's another part. I'm like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the underage orgy scene. He's like, oh, no comment.
Exactly.
It's just funny to put
like, oh, yeah, well, no comment about that.
You wanted that then, didn't you?
Yeah, like, nah,
anyways,
fam.
Again, I think it's all right. It's like, it's cool. Watch it, and when part 2 comes out, they're gonna have like James McAvoy is gonna be one of the guys,
and also
Bill Hader,
and also
Christina Hendrickson.
Yeah, talk about sleeping with all those guys, and then right. They're gonna have this Old Spice dude as well.
Oh yeah, is he gonna be the black kid then?
Yep, he's gonna be the
Isaiah
black kid.
Mustafa.
Yep.
Which then after that, like, there's pretty much nothing else that horror fans will look forward to. Like, oh, I can't wait for this thing. Anyways,
can't wait, man.
Let's talk about next horror movie. Wow, I watched 3 in a row, huh?
Yeah, look at you.
Hey. So, people should know this about me already. I'm a fan of the Raid movies. Like, those movies are just, like, some of the best martial arts action movies in the past, like, 10-something years. It's always, like... I rewatched the first one again recently, and I was, like, still really good. The fight scenes in that movie, so good. I like it. And I was like, I was rewatching Drive just because I wanted to also, and then just rewatch it. That one is also still pretty good for the most part. Like, it really holds up really well. Right before here we go again talking about the yearly diss on Only God Forgives. It's like right before he went to Only God Forgives and really fucked up his entire thing.
You want here goes my 10-second impression.
The yearly.
So you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, let me take my glasses off.
You want to fight? There it is. Really well done.
Wait, almost done. You want to fight?
Anyways.
Why you here, Mom?
Drive was way better. Let's just say that.
Who is she? That's it. The movie fucking suck. Hold on, let's check if God Forgives still on Netflix.
I don't think so.
I better hope not. If it is, then I will rewatch that game, rewatch it, and be like, this is the fucking worst.
I don't know anyone that rewatches a horror movie just to hate on it more, but it's just pretty funny to think of right now. Anyways, Apostle. That's on Netflix right now. So it's directed by the same guy who made The Raid. Okay. And you can tell because when there's some like action-y type fight scenes, it looks exactly like you oh man, it's got some up close action and like, oh, that's cool, I like it. I really like this movie. It was really, again, it actually kind of scared me for the most part because he didn't hold back on like the violence in that movie. They were like, so the story is there's a guy. I think his sister gets kidnapped by a cult, and he has to go in a faraway off village to find her. And then the village is in some weird, creepy religious stuff, and so it's kind of like The Crucible. I don't know, the best way.
Still on Netflix.
It's it now. Nice play.
Still on fucking Netflix.
Oh my god.
You know what they say?
What?
When a cop kills a brother from an expat American gangster who runs a Bangkok fight club, his crime boss mother files a suspensely revenge. Mm-hmm. Only God forgives.
Only God's forgive you for watching this movie. I can't believe we keep. I like how that's the running gag for this thing. Around this time, basically, we always talk about remember that movie? Anyways,
yeah.
So yeah, Apostle is really good. I say watch it, and it's better than, like I said, better than most horror movies because at least it's directed really well and it's got a decently, surprising story. Like, holy crap, that's scary. Can't believe that. I just wish he'd make Raid 3. It's been a while since the last Raid movie, and I don't know if he's gonna ever do it, but he should, because I'm still waiting for the Raid 3.
Maybe not.
I don't know. Either way, we still got this one, and it's on Netflix right now. So that's what I say.
So here you go.
Closer.
Oh no! That just sounds so terrible.
What is a man?
Oh, Castlevania. Oh, Lord of Shadows.
What is a man?
2.
What a man! What a man! What a man!
What is a man?
What a mighty good man.
Not with. Oh yeah. Okay, gotcha. Give me
life.
Give me life. Save me life. Save me.
Nice, very nice.
Anyways,
yeah, Apostle is a good one.
What is a man? But a miserable pile of secrets.
That's it.
What is a man?
What is a man?
He said it to an inanimate object.
Yes, to a machine. Castlevania Lord Shadows 2 is not that great. It's not. Sorry for the loudness of that.
Anyways, next movie after that, Manhunt. It's a John Woo movie on Netflix.
Game?
No.
Oh.
You're talking about
the game Manhunt?
Yeah, the one with the sticks and all that. No, Manhunt is on Netflix by John Woo. And the first movie he's ever directed in at least a while. Because he made Red Cliff. He made
sure.
Well, he's made the Hard Boiled movie and Better Tomorrow 1 and 2, The Killer. Those movies are
Replacement Killers.
Replacement Killers, yes, that's the one. Face Off. Can't forget Face Off, his best one.
Mission Impossible 2.
Mission Impossible 2. So he's got a good deal of work behind him. So it's funny to see it again. Hey, it's a John movie, and he does have the action moments where people are shooting guns, jumping through the air. And I just don't know how he keeps fitting doves into anything, but he does have the doves again.
Yes, he knows that's his thing.
He's like
fucking derfs.
It's just why do that again?
I'm like, what? Is Chow Yun-Fat in this movie?
No.
Oh.
I don't think he can. He's 60 or something years old.
I'm okay. Have him there. Just have him sit there and be like, man, and thumbs up.
I mean, the movie's okay. I don't think it's the best, but it's funny. It's fun to see him back in his form because he made a lot of period piece movies
Crouching Dragon, Hidden Dragon.
Yes. No.
Well, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
That wasn't him.
That was him.
That was not John Woo.
That was John Woo.
Really?
Yes.
Him out of all the people, huh? John Wooden. Hey.
No, that's a coach.
That's a coach.
John Wooden is a coach.
I think his best one out of all of them was probably Hard Boiled.
Yeah, Hard Boiled. Or The Killer.
One. The Killer?
Yeah, The Killer was good, but Hard Boiled was good.
But Hard Boiled was that was the one. Red Cliff, that was the one I was thinking of. Crossing 2, Red Cliff, and he did Red Cliff too.
Okay.
Apparently. Let's see. Wind Talkers. He did Wind Talkers. Paycheck. What would you say was the movie he made?
Oh, I thought he did Crouching Dragon.
No, that's who's that guy? Friggin'. God damn it.
Look it up, Crouching Dragon.
Hey, Chow Yun-Fat's in that movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was in that movie.
Stranglehold.
That's
Let's see. It was Ang Lee. Hulk
Ang
dude.
Lee?
Hulk dude, man.
Ang Lee?
Ang Lee.
Fuck that dude.
And also made Brokeback Mountain. Remember that.
Ang Lee. What?
Ang Lee,
Duang Lee.
Du Luang. Okay,
Du-
so Ang Lee made the Hulk movie. He made Crouching Tiger, Hidden Fist.
Alright, Ang Lee.
Made also Life of Pi.
I just can't stand his work.
So he made Taking Woodstock, which is kind of weird.
Okay.
So yeah, he made Brokeback Mountain, The Hulk, Crouching Tiger, and yeah, Life of Pi. Anyways, Thriller in Manila. Hey, is that about
It's about Muhammad Ali, but it's
probably,
not.
Yeah. Thriller in Manila's final third match between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. So
Oh, really? Okay.
So
Well,
direct that.
so who's in it? Or it's just a.
Mike Gasaway. I don't think there's anything here right now for. Yeah, it's just him. Ang Lee's directing that now, no? That's kind of weird.
That's just weird. No.
Anyway, so yeah, John Woo, he's made his best movies in the 80s and 90s and
Like early 80s, like mid to late 80s, early to mid 90s. 2000s has not been good for him.
Have you watched A Better Place? A Better Tomorrow?
I never got a chance to watch it better. Is that featuring Chow Yun-Fat also?
Yeah, both of them.
Okay.
Which is the funny thing, because Chow Yun-Fat dies in the first one, and in the second one, it's his twin brother.
What?
which is so fucking stupid. I'm like, that's just dumb.
So what's A Better Tomorrow? What's the...
It's just like the war between the Yakuza.
Okay.
And the first the one was like fighting the Yakuza, the second one's again... the cops versus the Yakuza were in the first one, the second, and yeah, like, oh yeah, we know your brother, and he's just like, oh really, and then it's just Chow Yun-Fat again, which I'm like, okay,
Yeah, okay. I guess they like, we need you back here, man.
yeah. There's a really corny scene with him, and like, he's like, hey, you're here, like, oh yeah, I'm in your restaurant. He's like, his brother's a twin brother's like a restaurant owner, and then he's like, you should eat the rice, and then the guy's like, no, I don't want to do it, and then he gets mad at him. And Chow Yun-Fat puts a gun in his hands, like, go eat the fucking rice. Which I'm like, yep, only John Woo could do something that way.
Yeah. Eat the fucking rice right now. Okay. Not hungry, but okay. I eat the rice.
But yeah.
And then his twin brother said that?
Yeah.
What? Okay. Are you sure that was his twin brother died, not the original?
that's the original right there.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's a funny thing. But I really like Hard Boiled. Of course, that's one of the best ones because he's went all out with that beginning shootout scene.
Oh yeah, in the hospital.
Yeah, and then that's where you get. I'm pretty sure that's where you got the him leaning over, doing the thumbs up. And
oh yeah, that was that one too. The cop.
Yeah, they like that. I really like that one a lot. But yeah, like the one in the shootout scene in the beginning of Hard Boiled, he just has two guns. He does all this, and he doesn't even reload once, which is like the best part about that.
And the sliding down the pole.
Yeah. You can't beat that, man.
Now when we watch that scene.
And that's a really good scene in it. Anyways, this one, yeah, it's good, but not as good as any of his other stuff. So last one we'll talk about. I know it's not technically that movie, but I think it is.
Yeah, I think so.
It's an hour and a half long.
It's a special.
It's a full Broadway thing. So and they've done that before. Like they've showed comedy specials in theaters, and along with Broadway plays, they showed in theaters too. So I feel like it's a weird thing to think of to say that, because like what technically counts as a movie is kind of weird. Because like there's this one thing inside like Nathan For You.
Yep.
Where he tricks people into buying stuff. Where it's like, to make this guy's business run well, we'll say we're shooting a movie here and have people actually buy stuff. And then so he goes in there and they actually have to buy the stuff. And then it's like, he goes to the judge like, is this legal? And it's like, actually it's not, unless you actually is a movie. So they actually make a 6-minute movie. And to make it official, they have to bring like someone from the business. So they contact one of like the second producers of like a 80s movie. Inside that, they hold their own festival, and it's like only 2 movies, which is his movie that he made and then a YouTube video he found online called Farting on Command. And it just shows like a dude farting on camera, which is really funny. Like, that's great, isn't it? And because of that, that's not an official thing you can find on IMDb.
Oh wow.
So like Farting on Command, like, so that officially counts, huh? Anyways, I'm talking about John Leguizamo's Latin History for Morons.
Yes.
So, I've seen his previous specials. I saw Freak like a lot because it was almost always on HBO. And that was so good only because like it was like basically like having a window into his life because he talks about some really personal stuff in that, and he's got so much energy. He's doing dances and all that stuff. Yeah. He's, you know, doing some
one-man show.
Yeah, so it's like a really good like wow, this is really cool. I watched that a lot, and I was just like, man.
And then the other follow-up, forgot was
Sexaholics was the next one.
Sexaholic, yeah.
Which I didn't really like as much, but I'm just like, it's still cool. Then he made another one about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Ghetto Clown, which I never seen.
I never seen. I was wanting to get a chance to watch it.
Yeah, I think it's on Prime right now. Yeah. You can watch it. But now he's made another one, which I feel like, I think he's good in that setting. For the most part, you see him like in a couple movies, you're like, hey, all right then. Because he should be in more things because he's just an all around cool guy. He's good at what he does. But yeah, this is like the most political I've seen him in terms of like doing a comedy stand up, one man show type special. It's like a classroom. He goes in there. He actually teaches you some stuff about Latin history, and like all that stuff, and like how they descended from like Native Americans and all that stuff, and how a lot of like Latin history is kind of erased from the books and stuff, and that's actually kind of cool. I'm like, wow, it's the most serious I've ever seen him, and how he has to teach his son about like there are some good Latin people out there and all that stuff and things like that. Like I say, give it a watch because it's an hour and a half. It's on Netflix, and I was very very surprised. I was like, you know what? I enjoy his work, and it has been since like Freak where I was like very invested in what he was talking about. Because he talks about his like. How his kids are growing up and how, like, one of them is, all going through their emo phase and all that stuff. And it's kind of cool. Again, it's like another window into what his life is right now. Yeah. So it's like, that's really cool right there. I give him all his mad props because he does talk about, like, how when he gets drunk, he gets pretty ghetto. And you can tell he had a rough life growing up. So if you haven't seen Freak, see that also. I don't know how you can. I think there's like a DVD of it on Prime you can watch. Yeah. I wish it was readily available to stream just like a couple other things.
But I think because since HBO owned the rights or whatever, see how that...
Yeah. I think I want to buy that DVD again if I ever find it. I mean, I did find it. But I'm just like, I just want it to be like a stream somewhere. Anyways, that's it. Yay. Oh, hey, we're all going to get ready to go to the theater soon, man. So yeah, follow us on... Facebook, facebook.com/thedeadpixels of the internet. Yeah. Like us on there.
Also subscribe to our YouTube channel, the youtube.com/deadpixel internet.
You got it. Yeah. Dead Pixels Internet. You're listening to us on YouTube or on our favorite place, iTunes. Thank you again, Riley Weaver.
Yeah. And we or Stitcher Radio.
Or Stitcher Radio, yeah.
Just search us up, the Dead Pixel Internet, and we pop up in your feed.
And also the regular site as well, where it all happens. The deadpixelsinternet.podbean.com.
Exactly, Mundo.
There's all the good stuff you have on there.
Yeah.
Go to our Twitter at TDPOTI Podcast.
Yeah.
Go to mine individually at Joe Manuel.
Yeah.
Which I'm in the middle of. Should I delete it or should I not?
And I am Broken Hexagram. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel that I share
with other YouTube channel.
Other YouTube channel that I share with Mr. Sanjikit. YouTube.com/the Skill Trio Chicago. Yeah. Yeah, we upload videos each and every day. And since there's a new weekend series, it's Shenmue.
Wow, Shenmue out of all the games.
Yep, so it released at 5 o'clock. On every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Are those guys sailors?
Oh, yeah, the sails will be coming soon, my friend.
So what's your plan after that one?
What, after Shimui?
Yeah.
Part 2, my fam.
Oh, part 2. Wow. It means you're almost done with Marvel Ultimate Alliance, right? Or
no, that game is a long game.
I don't remember that game. That's like I say.
Hey, look, man, we only on chapter 1. Like chapter 1, there's so many chapters in that game. Don't forget that game was built for long replayability.
Oh yeah, because I think isn't Eagle Raptor?
Yeah. What happened?
Eagle Raptor is supposed to be one of the voices there. I don't think they used him, but he's Hulk, Bruce Banner. So a little weird known fact, but he's one of the voices.
Oh, as regular Bruce Banner, not the Hulk?
Yeah. No.
I think we talked to him.
Well, there you go.
Once before.
He's gonna voice inside Inquisition. And he's gonna voice inside.
Well, he was the voice of Inquisition.
He was just one of the background voices.
Oh. Hey,
No, like that. He talks somewhere. He's like, oh yeah, I don't know why we're going down to this thing right here. And just you see him, you hear him like that.
Oh. Okay.
I know that's kind of weird in it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, yeah, go to all that, man. Subscribe. Oh yeah, we're on YouTube now. Subscribe, like, and comment. I forgot. Yeah. So it's a thing in it. Mm-hmm. Anyways, this has been the Dead Pixels of the Internet. Having no weakness since 2011.
What is a man?